What's up, I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're talking about Transformers that were revealed at New York Toy Fair. Now, starting off, I want to do a quick update for the CyberWorld stuff. There are images, I think on tformers.com, that showed more of the figures that were on display, including another Optimus Prime with a different alt mode. There's another Bumblebee. There's actually a Starscream, which I mentioned. I'm pretty sure the Mirage is going to be repainted into Starscream, and yes, that was the case. There's also a Barrage, which looks like Retrax, and an Elita 1 figure that transforms into a spaceship that looks like something from Transformers Cybertron. I'm sorry that I couldn't provide the photos here. It just kind of came up. But also another thing I wanted to point out, in the previous video I said, oh, I think they're going to be $10 each for the smaller figures. No, it's $14.99 and $9.99 because the ones with the bigger weapons are $14.99. Anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the Age of the Primes figures. The official images have been shown for a couple of these, so let's go ahead and start off with the Combaticon Vortex. And yes, it has been confirmed that these will combine to form Bruticus. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to combine, like if it's going to be a skeletal thing. I imagine it's going to have skeletal components from the Onslaught. And it is 100% confirmed that yes, we are getting the Bruticus next year. And let's take a look at the helicopter mode. I love the color scheme, the simple military silver, kind of dark gray. And then you got the blue stripe at the front. It looks fantastic. The shape is well presented. The only thing I don't like is the gap at the bottom, but I think it's fine. I even like the details for the rotors and the guns on the side of the front. I think this looks wicked, and I'm really hoping to find this. Take a look at the robot mode. Yeah, you got some kibble underneath the arms, but I think that's fine. I love the head sculpt with the tall visor. I love the accents of blue throughout it. I like the fact that it's got proper feet, so, you know, you got the foot articulation, you know, typical thing. And you've got the gun that can plug into the hand, but you also have the two rockets that can plug onto the side of the other arms. So this guy looks fantastic. I'm really hoping to find all of the Combaticons because I was fine with Combiner Wars, but I feel like I could have done better. And so, yeah. And also, I love Bruticus. I think he's my favorite Combiner, so I'm definitely on board with this. Another figure that got shown off was Crasher. This is just a re-release of the Velocitron line, so there's not much to really touch up here. You know, the box looks fine, but yeah, it's the same figure. Next up is, I believe this is Alchemist Prime? Yes, Alchemist Prime. And this is going to transform into a truck. It kind of reminds me of Bulkhead or maybe Brawn. And it actually kind of feels like something that would be implemented with the Transformers game. What was it? Reactivate. But I love the all mode. You can definitely see the kneecaps on the side. But I think it's fine because it just feels like a random piece. Like there's no obvious leg shown here. It's just a kneecap, so it doesn't feel like, you know, when jet transformers, they'll slap the legs onto the top of the back of the jet. I'm not getting the same vibe here, so I'm fine with it. But the front, the military green looks fantastic. I even like the blue windows, and you can plug the weapons on the top there. I think it looks really cool. And then for the robot mode, that to me definitely sells that this is Alchemist Prime. I like the stocky legs. I like the torso. Again, it kind of reminds me of maybe some of the Hound toys for the last night. But I love the fact that he's got the goggles, the facial, you know, features, and then he's got these two, I think they're supposed to be axe, but you could plug them to the side of the arms as shields. So I think that looks really good. And I think that's the only official stock image. No, we also have Void Rivals, so they're going to bring out the Siege Jetfire again, which is kind of unfortunate. I saw someone had recently got the Siege Jetfire and was thrilled about that, which is cool, but then they're also re-releasing Siege Jetfire. But yeah, he looks fantastic here. Not enough to really warrant, you know, buying it again for an upgrade. It's cool. I like the blue canopy. You can see that in the chest, but, you know, it's white, red, gray. It looks like Siege Jetfire, just with the more classic cartoony color. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to this. We've got... This is something I'm thrilled about. I have been into Hot Wheels way before Transformers, or even Halo, or Bionicle, or whatever else I have. Hot Wheels was always the first thing. So when I saw that Hot Wheels and Transformers were collaborating with the Bumblebee, with the Track Fleet Optimus Prime, with the Crosshairs, Drift, Stinger, and whatever, I was thrilled, but what I really wanted to see was Transformers figures that would transform into the iconic Hot Wheels, and they're doing that here, and I can't be more happier about this. I was in complete shock. I even knew that there was a rumor about it, but still seeing it, it's unbelievable. First of all, this is going to be what's going to transform into Twin Mill. I'm not sure if they have specific names, but this is Twin Mill, and I love the blast effects at the front there. I like the fact that you got both engines on the side of the arms. I like the fact that they kept the front of the car as the shoulders. It kind of reminds me, the silhouette and the color scheme reminds me of the sideburn that was repainted from a Onyx Prime figure. But I like the highlights of the light blue throughout the legs. It looks fantastic. I think the head sculpt is really good. And this is what he transforms into. That is the iconic Twin Mill. I even have this car somewhere, the 1/64 scale. I like the fact that the flame effects are on the side for the pipes. It's a little tall for the car, but I don't mind. I think the color scheme, I love this metallic blue. It just feels so Hot Wheels. I'm in love with that. Anyways, moving on, we also have Bone Shaker, which is probably an even more iconic and recognized Hot Wheels car. Now, for the robot mode, I'm not sure if I'm really feeling it. It does feel like more of a Junkion, which I feel like some people are going to repaint this as one. But, I don't know, it just feels a little more disjointed. I don't know, I just want to see a more natural flow. I do like the fact that they got the skull and the headlights for the chest. I think that looks pretty cool. I like the blocky lower legs. I even like the wheels that fold up. But, I don't know, maybe the arms are too thin. But taking a look at the alt mode, that is the iconic Bone Shaker. I even have it in this color scheme too. Actually, I have multiple Bone Shakers now. But it's got the traditional yellow and red flames. It's got the skull on the front. It's got these little silver tabs for the hinges, which do throw me off a little bit. But it's got the 4 pipes. It's got the engine. It's got the back. It even has the open top. For those who don't know, Bone Shaker could either include an open top or a closed top. They went for the open top, and I think that's awesome because you get the brown seats inside. I am thrilled. And actually, one thing to point out is that there's no robot kibble throughout this being shown. Of course, if you flip it upside down, you're going to see it, but the top view is pretty good. Also, from what I could tell, these seem to be pinned-in wheels. Maybe not on Bone Shaker, but definitely on Twin Mill. I wonder if that's a choice to make this a lot faster, you know, because pinned wheels are a lot faster than the plastic-attached ones. So, yeah, I'm thrilled about this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it just says Bone Shaker and Twin Mill. Okay. Anyways, moving on, we've got the Age of the Prime stuff. We already talked about these 3 guys. So, yeah, I think we can move on from this link. Yeah. Moving on, we've got Onyx Prime. This is going to be a leader class toy. And Onyx Prime is actually my favorite Prime. I like the animalistic look of this character. So, I am thrilled. He definitely looks like Onyx Prime from some of the artwork I've seen. Which is definitely saying a lot, because sometimes they'll do their own thing, but this one, I just see it and immediately I know it's Onyx Prime. I love the staff weapon. I love this kind of copperish gold throughout the figure. I love the giant wings. I love the bird head for the battle mask on top. And sorry, I love the kind of horse-like legs because he also transforms into a centaur mode. I'm not sure if we have that image here. I believe we do because it looks like it's in front. Oh, no. Okay, we don't. But you will be able to see that on the back of the packaging. And then for his animal mode, definitely reminds me of something from the Beast Hunters line, especially Skystalker. Maybe it's the wings, maybe it's the head sculpt, but I really like how this turned out. Take a look at the head. Oh my god, look at the horns on the back there. It's very spiky, especially for the 2 fangs at the front there, the spikes on the side. God, I'm so thrilled. Now, in this form, he's got 4 limbs, but you can change it to 6 limbs as shown on the back of the packaging. I will show that quickly. So we've got his basic robot mode. You can see the beast mode, and then you can see that he's got 2 extra legs because he's got the centaur mode. So these front legs will be able to fold up into the torso, but you can flip them down. And man, I am so excited to have a full-on Onyx Prime in my collection. Moving on, we also have the Studio Series Double Pack. So this is based on Transformers Devastation. We've got a Seeker, an Elite Seeker, and a ground soldier. So we know about this, we heard about it, and what I was hoping for was this is going to be a repaint of the thrust figure, because that was really hard to get. And no, it's another repaint of the Ramjet, which, by the way, I have right here, because I just got it today. But he comes with blades that looks like it's from the Optimus Primal, but they seem to be new molds. They seem to be much thicker, so I don't know why they had to change that out. But it is a dark gray, a black, and red color scheme, which is totally fine. I mean, I love Seekers, so that's cool. You could also see some camouflage camouflage pattern at the top there. But the Run Amok repaint has a sword at the front. I love the purple stripes right there, the gold windscreen. And for the robot mode, yeah, it looks fine. You know, I like the Run Amok mold, so I'm totally fine with getting another repaint. But man, I really want the black version down the road. Hopefully they release that. Anyways, moving on, we also have the Top Spin and Spinister set. They were able to show that off, but they also continued with Carnivac, and it's listed as Fistitron. You could also call this Ironfist, and these are going to be repaints of the Weird Wolf from Titans Returns and the Siege Hound from, obviously, Siege. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at, I'm trying to find an image of Carnivac here. I guess they don't have a separate image for it, but Carnivac right there, he's got a gold blaster weapon. I'm not sure if that's a new piece. I don't think the head is new, but I love the fact that they were able to paint in the missiles. It looks like it's blue. And I love the purple, the beast mode, from what you can see right here, looks very nice, but obviously the biggest draw for a lot of people is going to be that Fistitron figure, and I love the way it looks. First of all, the Siege Hound mold I think works a lot better than if they were to use the Earth mode one. I love the fact that it's got a new backpack attachment piece. I love the fact that the gun actually plugs underneath the backpack, so you can see the end tip of the missile right there. And then he's also got a shield which plugs onto the hand and also plugs at the top there. You know, the alt mode actually kind of reminds me of, I think it was the Transformers crossover Wolverine. The head sculpt looks really cool. I love the color scheme with the yellow, the blue, the grays. This guy looks fantastic, and I definitely want to pre-order it. But out of everything that has been shown, the number one thing I want to get, the number one thing I'm going to be after this year, is the Transformers Cybertron Universe Legacy Walmart exclusive Sideways. Oh my god, this looks amazing. First of all, I'm not seeing any remolding work, so this seems to be a brand new mold for the Walmart exclusive line. Second, he looks fantastic. He looks outstanding. The orange, the black, the grays, oh my god, he just looks so cool. I never got the original Sideways figure. I'm still after it. I still want to find it, but my god, if I just get this, I'm going to be happy. It's even got a painted Cyber Key. They managed to paint the Cyber Keys this time. So I'm happy about that. I'm super happy. Taking a look at the robot mode. Look at that. He's so clean. He's got an accurate head sculpt. I love the weapons. He's got this heel tilt. He's got different colors going for the legs, which is good. It makes it look a lot better. He's got a waist rotation. He's got the iconic chest, the iconic weapon. I'm not sure if you could swap out the Autobot or Decepticon logo or if it's just going to have one logo, but either way, this guy looks amazing. Oh, I am so happy, so thrilled. And it's not just a repaint. It's its own thing. I'm so happy, but my only concern is it going to be outshined by this in the stores? Like, is this guy going to shelf warm compared to Sideways? I think so. This is Excellion, and this is based on a repaint that was only toy, it was toy only for the line of Transformers Cybertron, and it is Excellion, and it's just a red repaint of the Hotshot. And the main reason why they decided to do that is because back in the day, the Hotshot was definitely based on Hot Rod. So they want to kind of, make a twist on that and just turn it into something that's decoed like Hot Rod. Anyways, I like the look of this. I love the gold flames at the front there. I like the gold at the back. I think it's more prominent this time. I think the red looks very nice. I even like the blue windows for it because it's a nice clash. I like the gun, even though it's all transparent blue. I kind of wish that it had some sort of gunmetal element to it, like the Hotshot. But again, painted Cyber Key. Now it is a Speed Planet key, and it is blue. I do like the fact that it's got silver. One thing I'll note is with a lot of the repaints that came out after Transformers Cybertron, like some of the Scout figures, there was actually a Speed Planet Key that was blue in the line. Now, I believe they painted it with black rather than silver, but you can just have that in your collection in this scale now. So I thought that was kind of neat, you know. Obviously, that's just based on the transparent plastic they use, but still, it's kind of a cool twist. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the robot mode. I think the robot mode looks fine. I love the gray in the torso, the orange for the limbs. The red looks fantastic. You know, if you like a hotshot and you like it in red, here you go. There's a hotshot in red. Not much to touch on there, but there is another figure. We've got a Perceptor 3-pack. So we heard that we were going to get another 86 Perceptor. Here he is. And from what I heard, there is going to be some remolding work, but I'm not sure where I can see that. Maybe the little cannon blaster lens thing, maybe the head sculpt is going to be different, but it looks mostly the same. It's just the color deco is going to be a little bit different. It seems to have a much brighter red. It seems like the blue is a little toned down, and it seems to have kind of like a dark gray this time. I don't mind the look of it, but I don't feel like I need it until I looked at the cassettes. It's got Ramhorn, which seems to have a new mold, and the Ratbat, which I'm not sure if that's a new mold. I don't think it is, but if it is, cool. It does have a new attachment, though. You can see the rockets on the back, and then you can also see the rockets will be able to attach to Ramhorn. And what's cool about this is you will be able to insert them into your other cassette bots with the Soundwave, which apparently we're getting a leader class version of again in the Studio Series 86 line, and then your blaster as well. Also twin cast, you know, sound blaster, whatever. But I think Ramhorn looks fine. It almost looks like there's a peg inside of Ramhorn, so I'm not sure if that's a hidden feature inside of it. But Ratbat, I think it looks fine. The purple might be a little too bright, but I don't mind considering I don't have Ratbat, at least in this form. So I would like to get a Ratbat down the road. And let's see, we've got those little Hearts of Steel figures. We also have a giant Optimus Prime that was shown off in the Cyberverse line. I'm not sure, or not Cyberverse, the Transformers 1 line. I'm not sure if that's anything new. We also have that Scorponok we mentioned before. We've got a bunch of the other figures, so yeah, there's the Mirage in the jet mode. We've talked about that. Hey, look at that. We got some sort of bike thing. Hey, I didn't see that. Okay, that seems kind of cool. Ah, God, I love the little sky bike car. Just fantastic. But yeah, I think that is just about everything we can touch up here. So, with that out of the way, what do you guys think? Are you excited for anything? Please let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. I'm sorry that I kept messing up on my words. It's been a long day, and I will see you guys next time.